Hello everyone, my name is Mitsuhiro Takata. We are going to study 6th grade mathematics today. Today's topic is Chapter 6, Fundamentals of Combinatorics. Now, let's get started. Alright. Okay, now let's read the problem. Three people A, B, and C stand in a single vertical line. How many different ways can they be arranged? So now let's figure out what is going on in this problem. There are three people, A, B, C, and stand in a single vertical line. And how many different ways can they be arranged? So A, B, C, and A, C, B, and then B, A, C, B, C, A, and C, A, B, C, B, A. I think that's all. By the way, how can I calculate this in mathematical way? Okay, first, if you take A for the first row, the second would be B or C. And if you take B in the second row, the third row will be C. So first, there are three ways for the first row. Three. And if you take something for the first row, there are always two ways, in this case B and C. And for the first B, there are two choices, A and C. And if you take C for the first row, there are two choices, again A and B. So the first row, there are three ways, and the second row, there are two ways. And finally, if you take A and B, there are only one choice, C. And if you take A, C, there is only one choice, B, and so on. So the final row, the number of choice for the final row is 1. So if you multiply these numbers, let me write it down here again. 3 times 2 times 1. You will get number 6. And this is the answer. And so let me write down in another way. For the first row, A or B or C. For the second row, there are two choices, B, C, A, C, A, B. And for the last row, there are only one choice, C, B, C, A, B, A. So 3 times 2 times 1 equals 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 ways. So this is the answer. So, and 3 times 2 times 1 is, in mathematical way, it is called 3 factorial, and using this exclamation mark, this is 3 factorial. Now let's go on to number 2. Alright, number 2. You have 3 cards numbered 1, 2, and 3. You pick 2 cards and use them to form a 2-digit number. How many different 2-digit numbers can you create in total? So there are 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And you pick 2 cards, for example 1 and 2, and use them to form a 2-digit number, for example 1, 2. And how many different 2-digit numbers you create in total? Now, how do you think about this? Let's say first taken cards, the card you take first will be 10th place, and the second card will be 1st place, so it will be 12. And so the number of choices for the first number is 1 or 2 or 3. And if you take the card of 1, the second choice, the number of second choices are 2. So 1, 2 or 1, 3. And if you take the card of 2, there are 2 choices for the second card, 1 or 3. And if you take 3 for the first cards, again there are 2 choices, 2 or 1. So, and that's it for the number. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways of the cards. And if you calculate 3 times 2, also you'll get 6. And this way of calculation is called the permutation. Permutation, and you will write 3p2 and equals 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 2 factorial equals 3 factorial divided by 1 factorial equals 3 times 2 divided by 1 equals 6. Now let's go on to number 3, part 3. Okay, part 3. No. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed using the digit 1, 2, 3, 4? So the digit 1, 2, 3, 4, and you will create 3-digit numbers. For example, if you take 1, 2, 3, you will form 123. and write all the possible numbers in ascending order as your answer. Note that each digit can only be used once in a number. So let's say for the first choice will be ones place, and the second choice will be tens place, and the third will be ones place. Now there are 4 choices for the first card, first choice. 1, 2, 3, 4 choices. And then because you took one number, there are only 3 numbers. So there are 3 choices for the second number. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And for the third number, there are the rest is 2 numbers, so there are 2 choices. So 3 or 4, and 2 or 4, and 2 or 3. So there are 4 times, 3 times, 2 ways of combination. So 4 times 3 times 2 equals 24. So there are 24 ways. Okay, let's go on to part 4. Okay, part 4. You have 4 cards with the digit 0, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, there you have 4 cards with the digit 0, 2, 4, and 5. 0, 2, 4, and 5. And you will use them to create 3-digit integers. How many different 3-digit integers can be formed? So let's say create 3-digit integers. This is 100 place, tens place, ones place, and in here 0 can't be in here. So there are 3 choices, 2 or 4 or 5. 3 choices, 2, 4, 5. And the second box, that is tens place, if you take 2 for the if you choose 2 for the first digit, there are 3 digits for the second box, 0, 4, 5. And if you take 4 for the first digit, there are 3 choices for the second digit. 0, 2, 5. Oh no, this is not 3. 5. And again, here is 3 choices. 0, 2, 4. So here 3. And the third digit, because you use 2 digits, there are 2 digits left. So choices are 2. Let me say 2, 0, and the choices are 4 or 5. And here the choices are 0 or 5. And here the choices are the choice is 0 or 4. So if you multiply these numbers, you will get how many different 3-digit integers can be formed. The number of 3-digit integers. So 3 times 3 times 2 equals 18. So this is the answer. Now let's go on to the next one. Part 5. To get from home to the baseball stadium, there are the following routes shown in the diagram below. How many different ways are there to do? This is kind of the easy one. From home to station, there are 2 ways. And if you take this one, walking, still there are 3 ways from station. 2 ways to go from station to the baseball stadium. And if you take bicycle for here, there are again 3 choices. So the number of choices are 2 times 3 equals 6. And this is the answer. Number 6, part 6. Okay, part 6. Answer the following questions. Number 1. How many ways are there to choose 2 players from 4 players, A, B, C, and D? So you choose 2 players, and this is not a permutation but combination. I mean, there are 4 players, A, B, C, and D, and if you choose these 2 players, B and C, B and C and C and B is the same. You don't care the order of the choices. So if you take if you care about the order, the number of choices to choose 2 players from 4 players will be 4 permutation 2. That means 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 2 factorial equals 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1 equals 4 times 3. But because you don't care about the order of these 2, you will for combination, you will calculate for combination 2 is 4 permutation 2 divided by 2 factorial, because this we don't care about these 2. So it's 4 times 2 factorial equals this part is 4 times 3, and this is 2 times 1 equals 6. So this is number 1. Number 2. How many ways are there to choose 2 books from 5 books A, B, C, D, and E when reading? So this is a similar one. You will choose 2 books from A, B, C, D, E. Let me say B and D. And the order of your choice doesn't important. So B and D and D and B is the same. So you calculate 5 combination 2 equals 5 times 4 divided by 2 times 1 equals 10. Actually, this is 5 combination 2 equals 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 factorial and 2 factorial equals 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 5 factorial equals 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 divided by 3 factorial, 2 factorial equals, so this is the same, 5 times 4 divided by 2 times 1. Okay, number 3. How many ways are there to divide a group of 6 people into 2 groups? 1 group of 4 people and 1 group of 2 people. So let's say A, B, C, D, E, F. There are 3 people and you choose 4 people first. Then automatically you will choose another group of 2. This one. So this problem is basically the same as you will choose 4 people out of 6 people, and that is combination. So this is 6, 5, 4, 3 divided by 4, 3, 2, 1 equals 15. And actually 6 times 6c4 equals 6 factorial divided by 6 minus 4 factorial 4 factorial equals, this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 divided by, this is 2, 2, 1 is this one, 4 factorial. So 6, 5, 4, 3 divided by 4, 3, 2, 1. So this one. Okay, let's go on to next one. Okay, part 7. Part 7. 4 players A, B, C, and D are participating in a round-robin arm wrestling tournament. There are no draws. Number 1. How many matches does player A have? Because this is round robin, A will have A will fight with B and C and D. So there are 3 matches. The answer is 3. This is number 1. 2. How many matches are there in total for 4 players? This is this one. 4 people, A, B, C, D, and you will 2 people. And this is 4 combination 2 equals 4, 3, 2, 1 equals 6 matches. Part 8. 5 teams A, B, C, D, and E are participating in soccer tournament. There are no draws. Number 1. How many matches will there be in a knockout tournament? Single elimination format. So, number 1. How many matches? A, B, C, D, E. And for the first round, let's say this one, because there are 5 teams and only 4 teams can be fight. So let's say B and C, D and E, and there are 2 matches and 2 losers. Now let's say this one, and 1, 2, 3 teams. There are 3 teams, so again only 1 match is possible. Let's say A and B, and let's say B is a loser, and there is 1 more match, and finally this one, A against D, and there is another loser and 1 more match. So in this case, you can say if there is 1 loser, there is 1 match. That is, the number of losers equals the number of matches. Since there should be 4 losers, there are 4 matches. This is the answer. Okay, number 2. How many matches will there be in a round-robin tournament? A, B, C, D, E. There are 5 players, 5 teams, and you can choose two teams, and the number of matches is the same as the ways of combination, choosing two teams. So that is 5 combination 2. 5 times 4 divided by 2 times 1 equals 10. This is the answer.